Welcome to my class. Today I'll be showing you how you can wrap your shoe with African fabric, Ankara. The first thing to do is, after having your shoe, is to remove the cap, the heel cap. That is it on the screen. You're gonna remove the cap. After removing the cap, you got to remove the sole of the shoe. The last layer that has been used to cover the shoe up, you have to remove it for fabric to be for us to be able to insert the fabric inside it very well. Removing it, you have to be very careful in removing it. After removing it, you must have a tear due to the gum at which was used in gumming it. You have to then gum the little tears that you may have in the course of you removing it. Right now, after that, you're doing it that gradually. Just do that. What next is measuring the material. In this case, you have to be very careful measuring it for the two leg to be even in the pattern, knowing that the African print comes with different patterns. You don't just cut it, you measure it so the two look. All the patterns will come out the same place which the first leg was placed. Cutting down now. That was being cut. Gonna set it to cut it out. After that, placing it on it to know the dimension at which it's gonna be. Knowing it, the dimension as it's gonna be. Yes. Before we do that, before we go ahead, I'm gonna tell the ear. The material is going to be gummed round the shoe. Round the shoe. It's going to change the whole look of the shoe. Look at it. It's going to change whole look. At this point, the first pair of the shoe has been cut. First material has been cut out. It has been measured on the shoe to know the actual size which is going to be. You're going to use that now to cut out the second leg. I mean the second fabric that will be used for the second leg. Is cutting down now. That's what I'm doing now. I'm cutting in now just to make sure it's accurate. It's accurate what I'm doing. I have to put it on each other to cut it. I don't want the two legs to look different. Because I'm doing that right now. At this point, I'm going to need a lot of gums on the shoes. We have to apply a lot of gums in it. Okay, getting back to with the material we're cutting. Now look at it. It's kind of equal right now. Having cut it being equal, we then want to place it on it. First, you mark your center. You notch it. Notching that will guide you at the center for you not to do any mistakes. We notch the edge to get the center. The center is where you're going to use in placing the toe of the shoe we're wrapping. Doing that, yeah, that's the center in the form of V that I'm pointing at. Yep. After getting our material, time to wrap the material on the shoe. Putting the plastic I'm putting inside the shoe now is the last. The last is a plastic or wooden tools used by a shoemaker make in the proportion of human leg. I'm putting that last now inside the shoe for it to be easy for me to apply my gum. When I'm going to apply the gum around the shoe, mind you, I've removed the sole, the rubber sole that I've been using to gum it. I've removed it, so the shoe now is open up. Applying the gum on it while the last hold it. Without the last, it won't be easy for me to hold. That's why I had to insert the last, and for the shoe itself not to deform, for the shape of the original shoe which I want to I'm wrapping right now will not deform. So I'm applying the gum. I'm applying right now. I had to apply the gum to the extent at which all the surface of the shoe is being soaked. That's it. Waiting for it to soak. No, no, it's soaking. I've now applied to the two. Applying to the second leg now. It's done for the two. Now it's time to go for the first one which I've applied. Applying your gum in the shoe, you have to leave it for the average of 20, 15, 30 minutes, depending on the moisture at which is on the gum. A first take. Setting the material, the dart at which we darted the other time, I darted has been the one that is guiding me to get the center. It has guided me getting the center. After getting the center, I open it up. I'm opening it up right now for it to be easy to fold round. Folding it right now. I'm folding it right now. I'm gonna do everything possible for the fabric to fold at the back. The front, I have to guide the front very well. There must not be any joining at the front. Any joining will go to the back, which I'm working on. I'm gonna wrap the shoe, wrap the heel, cutting the heel now, trimming it for it to cover the heel very, very well. Just to cover the heel. Is that going that? Doing that right now. After sticking the fabric around the shoe that has been gummed, mind you, you don't won't allow the gum to be so dry. The moisture must still be there for it to hold on to the fabric. Now it's time for me to clip the edge to the shoe now. Applying gum to that. How to apply gum very well for the applying gum. Here, gum is gonna do all the work. That's why you can see me applying gum in every steps. Every step you have to apply the gum because the gum is what is gonna hold the fabrics with it to the shoe. Having fixed the first one, working on the second one, the same notch which I notched the first time is the same thing that's gonna guide me on the second one for the shoe to be even, for there not to be any mistake in it. After finishing it, you get to say that the shoe will be even. The print on side right side of the shoe will be quite equal with the print at the left leg of the shoe. That the notch which I notched the first time is what is guiding me. Closing the second leg now at the back again, the same way which I closed the first one. I'm closing it at the back right now. I have to be very careful for the gum not to stain. If the gum stains a fabric, it's very, very hard to remove. So I'm doing it gradually. The same thing I did to the first one. but I have to be very careful for the pattern to be even. So I'm doing that right now, covering it up, covering this the same way which I covered the first one. I have to notch it for it to be easy for me to turn in. I'm turning the edge in now, turn it turning it in, turning it in right now. Turning doing wrapping a shoe, many use goes on glove, but I would prefer not to go on glove for me you to be able to take every tip of the material tight. Glove won't allow you to do that very well, so I'm using the bare hand to work on that. Trying to smoothen all the surface which have not been properly glued to the shoe. Trying to using my hand to compress it right now. The back is the focus. Wouldn't want it to just open up eventually. After doing that, what is next now is to apply the sole to it. The first sole which we removed from the shoe is where we're going to apply gum and put back to it. Applying the gum now. The same I've applied to the rubber. It could be rubber, it could be leather, depends on the shoe you wrapping. The same thing which I apply for the so I'm applying to the body of the shoe. The the shoe too. I'm applying it right now. I have to put enough gum in it. After we're applying it, wait for some minutes. Then what you see doing now is I'm applying the gum in it. After applying the gum in it, I'm gumming it to stick to it. So it's gonna cover all the joints, the fabrics at which we've glued it. In doing this, you have to be very careful at the heel part, the part of the heel, for you not to shake. Try to get the center of the heel. Yes, you've just gotten that. Yeah, I think what is next is to mount pressure on it with hammer. Yes. Okay, mounting pressure on it with hammer now for it to stick very well. Yeah, we're mounting pressure on it. I'm mounting pressure on it. Yes, with this, you know, stick. Fabric has the characteristics at which it holds very well on a first streak. Yes, it holds very well. You don't need to bother so much on if it's gonna hold. Fabric holds, especially Ankara. Yeah, after doing that, we then remove our last and our shoe is done. And we're done with it. That is it. The cap at which I removed the first time, I'm gonna put it back in it. You can say look at it, but now I'm gonna put a new one in it. I'm putting a new cap in it to cover the fabric, and yep, that is it. Yep, and now your shoe has just come back to life. Your shoe has just come back to life. Yes, that is just it. So your new shoe, your old shoe has been brought back to life. There you go. Now you don't have any cause to worry about your old shoe. You can use this step by step wrapping to turn your old shoe back to life. Enjoy your show.